Good morning everybody, welcome to today's class. I hope you're all managing to keep cool. I'm already absolutely boiling, but it's a bit cooler in here, so that's nicer. Let's get started for today's session. Okay, so I should just about be able to stay in shot on my knees today, I think. Okay, so from here we can do our neck stretch. So we just tip the head over to the side, taking hold of that head with one hand, reaching the other arm away. Then swap sides, tipping over, take the hand across, reaching the arm away. One more time on each side, tipping over, take the hand across, reaching away. Last time, tipping over, hand comes across, reaching that arm away. Good, from here we're going to be on our backs. So as you're laying down on your back, just get that curved position. So you've got that nice curved position, you can get your hands underneath. Knees are bent, feet on the floor. Just going to rest those hands down beside us. And we're going to start taking just nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through a pursed lip. Breathing in and out. So as we're taking nice deep breaths in and out, I want you to think about the position of those hips. So remember, we're trying to keep those hips nice and level. You're keeping a torch on each hip bone and they're shining up parallel to one another onto the ceiling. Keep the upper body nice and relaxed. So we want shoulders away from the ears. Chest is nice and open. Keep the weight even for your feet. So remember, big toe, little toe, and heel. And just start to gently tighten through the tummy. The next time that you breathe out, I'd like you to tuck the pelvis under, so you're flattening your lower back into the floor. Take a deep breath in to stay. Exhale to release out to neutral. Tucking under to flatten. Holding there. Releasing out to neutral. So as you're tucking under, you're trying to get a nice strong flat back position. So you're using your pelvis and your tummy muscles to move. Try and avoid squeezing your bottom. On this next one, we're holding our flat back, so we're tucking under to hold. So now your back should be nice and flat into the floor. Holding that position, we're going to start to tighten through the pelvic floor. So as you breathe out, you're tightening all the way in through the pelvic floor. Inhale to release. Exhale to tighten. Inhale to release. So you're thinking of the sensation of stopping a wee mid-flow. Exhale to tighten. Inhale to release. So as you're tightening, you should feel as though your tummy muscles are working harder and that your back is slightly flatter into the floor. We're going to halve this contraction, so 50% tightening in the pelvic floor as you exhale. Inhale to release. So still keeping our upper body nice and relaxed. Shoulders away from the ears. Chest is nice and open. And if you are feeling really tense through your upper body, just turn your palms up to the ceiling, which will help to open up in your chest. Pull the tummy all the way down towards your spine. And keep the weight evenly placed to those feet. So big toe, little toe, and heel. We're going to half one last time. So 20 to 25% tightening, and this should feel like a very gentle lifting. Something that you could sustain throughout any exercise if you needed to. It's just working in the background. So your flat back position should feel strong. You're using your tummy muscles and your pelvic floor to help you to stay there. From here, we're going to bring those legs up into tabletop. So your knees above your hips, shins are parallel to the ceiling. From there, we're going to go into toe taps. You're tapping one toe down towards the floor. Inhale to lift, swapping sides. Tap down and lift. Tap down and lift. And lift. So you want to keep that flat back nice and strong. Tummy muscles stay tight and use the pelvic floor. Relaxing through the upper body. Nice deep breaths. Let's take 2 more on each side. Tap down and lift. Tap down and lift. 1 more on each side. Tap down and lift. Tap down and lift. From there, you're going to hug those knees in towards your chest. And we're going to go on to our hands and knees. So coming onto your hands and knees, and your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Your tummy is already tightened here. As you breathe out, we're going to tuck the pelvis under so we start to curve the back. Arching the spine, we're going to drop the head. Take a deep breath in to stay. As you breathe out, let the pelvis go back to your start position. Working through the spine. We're going to lift the head. Tucking under to curve. Arching the back. Dropping the head. We hold. Releasing out through the spine. And the head lifts. So we want to get lots of movement through the back. We're working into each section of the spine piece by piece. So think of moving each vertebrae one by one. And if you do have any areas that are feeling really stiff or sore, just slowing them down. Take your time to move into each section, piece by piece. So as we're curving the back, we're pulling that tummy all the way in. As you're releasing out to your start position, let those shoulders come away from the ears. We're going to take two more here. We're tucking under to curve. Arching the back. Dropping the head, we hold. Releasing out through the spine. Piece by piece. Lifting the head, you've got one more here, tucking under to curve. Arching the back. Dropping the head, we hold. Releasing out through the spine. Lifting that head. From there we're going to push back into a shell stretch. So your bottom goes to your feet. Reach your arms out in front. Then we're going to be on our sides. So your legs together and bent. Arms are nice and long, palm to palm. Rest the head down onto the floor. So from here, you're going to lift that top arm up so your fingertips point to the ceiling. Taking the head with you, you're going to twist away from the body towards that opposite wall. Holding there to take your stretch. Before lifting up and over. To come down palm to palm. The top arm lifts, fingertips point to the ceiling. Taking the head with you. Twisting away, we hold. Before we come back up and over. To come down palm to palm. So we're keeping those legs glued together and grounded. Making sure you're getting this twist in your waist. Nice deep breaths. Reaching the arm long from the fingertips to the armpit. Really stretching away, opening up your chest. Looking at that hand for as long as you can. So you're keeping a really good range of movement through the neck. We're going to take 2 more here. Lifting up, fingertips to the ceiling. Taking the head with you. Twisting away, we hold. Lifting up. And over. To come down palm to palm. Last one, lifting up, fingertips to the ceiling. Twisting away. Holding here as you stretch. Before coming back up and over. To come down palm to palm. From here we're going to swap sides. So you can either roll over to face the other way or change the end of the mat that you're laying at. So again, you're laying on your side, resting your head down, arms are nice and long, palm to palm. Sorry, excuse me. We're going to lift that top arm up, fingertips point to the ceiling. Taking the head with you, we're twisting away. Holding here to stretch, before coming back up and over. To come down palm to palm. Top arm lifts, fingertips to the ceiling. Taking the head with you, twisting away, we hold. And we're lifting up and over to come down palm to palm. So remember, those legs are staying glued together. Nice and grabby. You've got this twist through your waist as you're moving away from the body. The arm reaches nice and long and away. Stretch from the fingertips all the way into your armpits. Deep breaths. Looking at that hand for as long as we can. Two more on this side. We're lifting up, fingertips point to the ceiling. Taking the head with you. We're twisting away. Holding here as we stretch. Before lifting back up and over. To come down palm to palm. Last one, lifting up. Taking the head with you, twisting away, we hold before coming up and over, back down palm to palm. And then rolling onto our back and taking a nice full body stretch. We're going to stay on our backs, grab yourself a drink if you need one. So on your back, I want you to find a neutral position. So you've got that curl underneath the lower spine. So as you're laying down, you want to have that slight curve under your lower back, knees are bent, feet on the floor, and your arms are resting down beside you. We're going to take a deep breath in to nod the head, chin to chest. Exhale to lift those shoulders from the floor, reach the arms nice and long. Take a deep breath in to stay. Exhale to control back down. Chin to chest. Lifting up, we hold. Control back down. So you're using your tummy muscles to lift you. Pull that belly button all the way down. We're using this chin to chest position to try and keep that neck nice and relaxed. So think big nod of the head, pull that tummy down to lift. Reaching the arms, get the shoulders away from the ears. Remember that pelvic floor is tightening. Let's take 2 more in this position before we change the arms. Chin to chest, lifting up. We hold. Control back down. Last time, chin to chest and lift. We hold. Control back down. So from here, we're going to be doing our reaches through our arms. So you're reaching to the same side as the foot. So you're going to go chin to chest, lifting the shoulders away. We're reaching towards the foot with the hand on the same side. Come back to the center. And down, chin to chest, lifting up, reaching over, back to the center, and down. So you still want to use this chin to chest position to try and keep that neck nice and relaxed. If you need to, you can support the head here, and all you're going to do is, as you start to lean, you just take the hand away and reach it towards that foot. So you'll always have one hand behind the head. Tummy stays nice and tight, and think of hinging through the waist. Still taking nice deep breaths. 2 more on each side, chin to chest. Lifting up, reaching over, back to the center, and down. Last one, chin to chest. No, it's not the last one, sorry. Reaching over, I can't count. Center and down. Last one each side, chin to chest and lift. Reaching over, center and down. This is your last one here, nod the head. Lifting up, we're reaching over, back to the center and down. From there, hug those knees into your chest. And then you're going either onto your knees or onto your fronts if you don't like bearing weight on the knees. Grab a drink if you need one. I'll just get rid of this. Right, let's see where I can fit in. Right, if I shimmy down forwards a little bit here, you can see me better. Okay, so if you're laying on your front, take your hands mat width apart in line with your ears. If you're in a knelt position, you've got these knees underneath your hips. I feel really close to the camera now. Tall through the body. Arms are relaxed down, so your shoulders are away from your ears. Just slightly nod that head in. If you know you suffer from cramp, then you can tuck your toes under like this. It might reduce your movement, but it should help you get rid of that cramp in the lower leg. As you breathe in, tightening in your tummy, leaning back. Exhale, squeeze the bottom, lifting up, leaning back, pushing forwards. So tummy stays tightened the whole time. Use the squeeze of your bottom to drive those hips forwards. Keep those shoulders back, chest open. Make sure you're hinging through your knees and not leaning through the hips. That'll put pressure on your back. So just leaning from the knees. So if you are on your front, you'll be doing chest lifts. Let's take 2 more here, then we'll add some arms. Inhale back. Exhale, lift, last one. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. If you're lying on your front, you're going to go into a double arm lift with your chest lifts. If you're on your knees, your hands come in front of your chest. We're going to lean back, twist, centre, lift. Swapping sides, lean back, twist, centre, lift. So you might need to make your lean smaller here. That doesn't matter. Try and get as much twist as you can, but keep that tummy tighter so you're protecting your back. Still use the squeeze of your bottom to drive your hips back up, especially now that your breathing might not quite be in sync. And just try and aim for an exhale as you lift. 2 more on each side. Lean back, twist, centre, lift. Lean, twist, centre, lift. 1 more on each side. Lean back, twist, centre, lift. Lean back, twist, centre, lift. Good. From there, bring yourself into a shell stretch, whichever position that you've been in. So bottom to the feet. Reach those arms out in front. Grab a drink if you need one, especially if you're somewhere that's still quite hot, and then we'll be on our backs. So as you come onto your back, we're going to be doing the 100. Let me just sort out my runny nose. So as you come onto your back, we want to be finding a flattened position. Just for now, take those knees bent and feet on the floor while I talk through what we're doing. Excuse me. So we are going to do the same variation of the 100 that we've done all week. It doesn't matter if you've not joined in. I'm going to talk you through it anyway. So from here, you're going to have that nice, strong, flat back position. You're then going to lift your legs up and they're going to lengthen as much as they can. Sorry, I think I'm going to sneeze. As much as you can. Doesn't matter here if you keep a slight bend through those knees. I would rather that you maintained the lift and completed the exercise than had to stop halfway because you forced them into an uncomfortable position. So that's where your legs will stay. From here, you'll either be looking up towards the ceiling if your neck and your shoulders get really sore, or you're going to nod the head, so chin to chest, lifting up your arms along and your palms face the ceiling. So your arm movement's going to be pushing up towards the ceiling, as if you're pressing against resistance like water or something like that. So really think of that force upwards rather than the pat down. Nice strong arms. Same breathing, 5 as you breathe in, 5 as you breathe out. Arms will look like this. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. From there, your hands will be behind your head. Your legs should still be as long as you can maintain them. You're going into 2 sets of 8, sitting up towards those legs. Once you finish those 2 sets of 8, we're going to rest the head and the arms down. The legs are staying long and they're going to start to crisscross. So they're going to be crisscrossing here for 2 sets of 8. If your legs are bent, it's the lower leg that will start to crisscross. Don't worry about trying to straighten them more. Okay, I think I've suppressed the sneeze, so we'll go and see how we get on. So find your strong flat back position. From there, lift those legs up, lengthen them as much as you can. Don't worry if there's that bend. We nod the head, lift the shoulders. Take those arms out long and your palms will face the ceiling. And we inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tummy in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pelvic floor, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tummy in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Staying here, hands are behind the head. Those legs should still be nice and long. We're sitting up for 8, 7, 6, breathe, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 more, 8, 7, 6. Tummy's in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting your head down. Keep those legs lifted, arms rest down beside you. Crisscrossing your legs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relaxing there. Hug those knees into the chest. And then bring yourself into that nice long full body stretch. Good. From there we're going to bring ourselves up to sitting. Grab a drink. Okay, so we're going to go into our stretches. Same stretches we've been doing all week. Just think it's quite good to feel the improvement in one particular set of muscles. So we're going into the pigeon stretch to begin with today. So for your full pigeon stretch, if you're able to do it, your leg is going to tuck forwards, tuck under. I'll show you with my good leg. Tuck under so that you're in this kind of half cross-legged position. It doesn't matter if you're not able to get into that, and if you're not able to, what I want you to do is to bring that leg forwards towards the hand that you're supporting. Okay, I'm going to be going this side. So find that position that you're able to get into, either stepping forwards or tucking under. And the other leg is long and behind you. I'm doing this version today under the advice of my friend Jenny to stop straining through my hip, okay? But if you're able to go into that full pigeon, then you can. From here, you're either in a nice high lifted position or you're dropping down to your forearms, whichever one for you is the most comfortable. Nice deep breaths here. Relaxing there. I'm going to swap sides. So either bring that leg underneath you, tucked under, which I'm going to do on this side, or stepping it forwards towards your hands. Remember, you're either tall on those long arms, or if you're comfortable to drop yourself down. You want those nice deep breaths. So like I've done, it doesn't matter if you're doing a different thing on each side, it's just working to where you're able to go on either side of your body. and then starting to progress and improve that. And we're relaxing there. From there we're going to go into our, I don't know what it's called, lunge stretch. Oh, you can't see me, let me scooch forwards. So from here we're going to take 1 foot forwards, and you want the knee over the top of the heel. Your other knee should be underneath your hip, okay? So before, when we've done ones like this, that foot is quite far forward and we lean into it. We can do this a little bit differently. So here you can see that I've got this really awful curve in my lower back, which I always have, but it's accentuated more through pregnancy. Lots of people have it, so if you have it, it's not uncommon. If you don't have it, then lucky you. What I want you to do is from here, you're going to tuck your bottom under, and hopefully if you're watching you can see that if I tuck under, I start to flatten out that curve in my back. So there's with the curve, there's tucked under. So you can get that tucked under position, which means you're squeezing your bottom, and you press down into this foot, push down into that knee. So you're just driving those hips forwards, but in a static position. You'll probably feel it fire up through that thigh as well. So tall through that upper body. And relax. We're going to swap sides. So step that foot forwards. Heel underneath the knee. This knee's under the hip. So again, if I move my arm, you can see better. Got this curved position. You're getting your bottom to tuck under and forwards. And that means you're tightening your glutes, working into this thigh and hip. So this leg, apart from pressing into the floor, should feel quite relaxed, okay? Pushing down, lengthening. Tucking under and squeezing. Breathe. And relaxing there. From there, sitting yourself onto your bottom, you're bringing both feet into your frog position. So soles of the feet together. I can't do it with this leg because of my hip. So holding onto the soles of the feet, I want you to just shake those knees up and down. So you're just really getting into those hips, a little bit of release work there. And just easing off that bounce. Take hold of both of the feet and start to lean yourself forwards. And here is where you can start to push those elbows into the legs to increase that stretch. Good, relaxing there. Grab yourself a drink if you need one. Okay, we're going to do our arm exercises. So our little arm routine. So if you want your weights or your baked bean tins, you can grab them now. If not, then we're just going to be on our knees. So I'll shimmy forwards again so you can see me. Just a bit weird being this close to the camera, but it's fine. Okay, so we're going to have the arms out. We're going to be doing our circles forwards, circles back, pushing up, pushing down, pushing forwards, pushing back. And we'll do that twice. Then we're going to go into our reaches up. I'll come down here so you can see me better. Reaches to the side, reaches up, reaches to the side. Okay, so we'll do 2 sets of 8 of those up to the side and down. And I'll just check on the time and see if we've got time to do another one of those. So if you have those weights, then grab them. Bring those arms out to the sides. We're circling forwards for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forwards for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms down just for a moment. Then we're going to go again, lifting out to the side, circle forwards for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forwards for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give those arms a little rest. Okay, so I'll come down here so you can see me a bit better reaching up. So you've got 2 sets of 8 reaching up. So that's that lengthening and reaching, leaning to each side. Straighten to 2 sets of 8 side to the side. Then we'll rest those arms down and we should have time to go again. You can do these standing, I should have said that to begin with. You can do these standing if your knees don't agree with you weight bearing on them. So just see how you find that. Okay? So arms are lifted, you can use those weights here. Maybe if I sit down, might be able to see better. Okay, I'll try and do it like this. You're going to be standing or kneeling. This is not an ideal position for you to be in, but you'll be able to see better. Okay, so if you're using those weights, that's great. Doesn't matter if you're not. Reach those arms up. We're reaching for 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out to the side. Reach for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach those arms down, just give them a little wiggle. And we definitely have loads of time for another set. So those arms are coming straight up. Reach for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, rest those arms down. Good. Okay, let's take a little stretch through the arm. So bring the arm across. You're holding either above or below the elbow. A little hug in. And just let that wrist sort of flop around and roll it through. Take that same arm and bring it up and over your head. And pull it down. Try and think of lifting up in that chest. Relax there, swap arms, bring the arm across. Just let that wrist roll and stretch out. And come up and over. Lift that chest. relax there. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. Grab a drink if you'd like one. Don't spit it down yourself like I do. Okay, so on your hands and knees, we're going to do the same legs that we did yesterday. Just really good to get into those hips. So hands and knees, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. So you're going to stay with one side first, which we're going to do 10 repetitions on, then 10 on the other side, then we're going to do each side again. Okay? So these are called donkey kicks. You're literally lifting that leg up and behind you. You want to aim for kind of a right angle like I'm doing here, but if it's small, that doesn't matter. We're still just working to where we're able to go. Those of you that usually come to class will have done these as a variation on other exercises. So you should have done them before if you've been coming to my classes. So choose which leg you want to go first on. We're going to lift up and in. Breathe, lift and in. Lift and in. Tighten that tummy. Halfway, lift and in. Lift and in. Lift and in. Last two, lift and in. Lift and in. We're swapping sides. Lift and in. Lift and in. Breathe, lift and in. Lift and in. Halfway, lift and in. Lift and in. Lift and in. Last two, lift and in. Lift and in. From there, just lean yourself back and roll through those wrists. We're going to do that again, so 10 on each side. So hands into the shoulders. If you're really sore from weight bearing here, drop down to your forearms. That again is fine for you to be in that position. So again, first side. We're lifting up and down, up and down, lift and down, lift and down, halfway, lift and down, lift and down, lift and down. Last two, lift and down, lift and down. We're swapping sides. Make sure you're breathing here. Lift and down. 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 Halfway, lift and down. Lift and down. Lift and down. Last two, lift and down, lift and down. Again, pushing yourself back. Roll through the wrists. So we stay on the hands and knees. This time those toes tucking under. So again, if your wrists are sore, drop yourself down to your forearms. That doesn't matter if you need to give them a rest. You're more than welcome to stay around here, especially if those arms are feeling sore from the arm work we did earlier. So going into our knee lifts, as you breathe out, pulling that tummy in, you're pressing into your hands and your feet and your knees lift just an inch or so from the floor. Inhale down. Exhale to lift. Inhale down. And down. Lift and down. So I want you to try and make sure that your head stays in line. If you're on long arms here, you're looking just past those fingertips. If you're on your forearms, look down to your mat. So you want to avoid dropping the head or pushing the head all the way up so that we don't add strain into the neck. You're thinking tummy muscles are lifting you. Your hands and your feet are there for support. There are 4 more here. Lift and down. Lift and down. Last 2. Lift and down. Lift and down. Relaxing back. And roll through those wrists. So we're going to be going into our planks. So if you haven't joined in this week, our planks are from lower arms pushing up to high arms. We'll have done that before if you've done these sessions all the way through, or if you've come to class before, you've done that with me. But if not, it doesn't matter, I'm going to talk you through it anyway. So you're going to start on your forearms. I want you to remember that your forearms should be parallel. They shouldn't cross in or splay out. They should be parallel. You can do fists with the hands if you prefer, but they should still stay in line with one another. From here, you're going to step 1 foot back and behind you, with the toes tucked under so that leg is nice and long. The other leg is going to go out to meet it. Keep the legs close together. Tuck yourself under into that nice long plank position. From here, lean yourself over into one side. Place your hand underneath your shoulder and push yourself up. Holding that plank there for a breath in and out. Resting there. Ready to go again. Stepping back, tucking under. Lean over, press down, lift up, holding, and rest. So it doesn't matter here if you're only getting to that halfway lifted point. If that's all you're able to do, that's fine. Hold there for your breath in and out, and then try the other side when we go into the next repetition. I'd rather that you just work to where you're able to go, and then we can build on that strength, okay? Make sure, as you're coming into this low plank, you're squeezing your bottom, you're pulling your tummy in, and you're keeping that work as you're lifting yourself up. So 2 really strong planks. Don't let those hips drop. Keep that long, flat line in your low plank, diagonal line as you come into your high plank. And you should be breathing the whole time that you're doing this. Breathe as you come into that first plank. Breathe as you push yourself up, holding for that breath in and out. Then you can relax there. Remember that head doesn't drop. Don't push it all the way up. You're keeping it in line. Lifting the head with the body. So staying nice and strong. Keep the tummy tightened. Use your bottom. Use your pelvic floor. If you're strong enough and you find this quite easy, start to change sides that you're lifting from. So you know you're working both sides of your body nice and evenly. Because you will have one side you're favouring over the other. Let's take 2 more here. Tuck under to come long. Lean. Lift up, up, and hold. Relaxing there, we've got 1 more. Step back, step back. Tucking under. Lean, press down, and lift. We hold and relax there. Roll through those wrists, well done for those planks. Then we're going to go into a stretch. So you can come into a standing, a knelt or a seated position with this. We're going to interlace those fingers, circle the arms. There should be a nice gap between the arms. Curve that back by pulling your tummy in and drop your head down. And you're going to hold here as you take nice deep breaths. Relax those arms, sit tall. Interlace the arms behind, pull them back. Lift the head and the chest. Breathe. Relaxing everything, each one more time. Interlace the fingers, dropping that head through. Sit up tall, take the hands behind, reaching back, lifting the chest. Relaxing there. Staying in your knelt, seated or standing position. We're going to take a roll back of the shoulders. And forwards. We're going to take those arms out to the side. I want you to lift all the way up. And stretch over to the side. Back to the centre. Lifting up. Stretching over. One more time each side, lift up. Reach over. Reaching up. And over. And relaxing there, that's today's session finished. So make sure today that you're taking on lots of fluids, keeping well hydrated, nice and cool. It's really hot today. I hope you've all been enjoying the sessions. Just a heads up that on Monday there won't be a session because it's my husband's 30th birthday, so we're gonna spend the day together, maybe go to the beach if the weather's still nice. There is a session tomorrow, but not one on Monday. Hope to see lots of you tomorrow, and I hope you have a really lovely day. Don't get sunburned. Take care. Bye bye.